Hey, let's be honest. If you've ever cranked your receiver and still felt like something was missing, like your speakers had room to breathe but the amp just couldn't push, then you already know there's a gap between loud enough and a live sound. You don't tolerate mediocre audio, you feel when something stops short of what it should be. This is for the kind of person who listens with intention, someone who notices when dynamics feel flat, when depth feels compressed, when a track that should roar instead feels restrained. You're not settling for passable. You want power that actually drives your speakers to do what they were meant to do. Before anything else, take a moment to check the current price and availability. Amplifiers like the Marantz AMP 30 don't sit still forever, stock and deals shift, and hesitation is what turns "I want this" into "I wish I grabbed that." You know it was time to upgrade when your old amplifier made you turn up the dial just to chase impact instead of enjoying it. When your speakers had the potential but the amp wasn't giving them room to stretch. That underlying frustration, the feeling that your system is capable of more, is your brain telling you, you've outgrown compromise. Hooking the Marantz AMP 30 into your rig doesn't feel like a tweak, it feels like unlocking potential. 200 watts per channel isn't just a number, it's the kind of power that gives speakers authority and control. 6 channels mean you can drive fronts, surrounds, and high zone speakers without hesitation. This amp doesn't just deliver volume, it delivers confidence. Each channel stays composed, even when the action spikes and every driver in your setup needs power at once. Imagine your favorite tracks playing back with weight, not just louder, but with punch, control, and texture. Imagine your home theater moments where explosion scenes stay tight, vocals feel articulate, and the room feels full instead of just noisy. That's what happens when your amplification finally matches what your speakers deserve. Once you feel that level of authority, anything weaker starts to feel like you're asking for compromises. You'll catch yourself unconsciously comparing sessions back to what you've already experienced. That's loss aversion. You don't want to lose the presence, control, and clarity you've just felt. If you're tempted to wait for a deal or hope stock steadies out, here's reality: prices fluctuate and inventory moves fast. The perfect moment rarely arrives without a little decisiveness. Don't let hesitation keep you from the upgrade that already resonates in your gut. Maybe you're thinking a less powerful amp could be close enough. But here's the truth: once you've felt what real drive does for speakers, close just feels like a halfway measure. Your instinct won't settle for almost, it'll remind you of detail, control, and confidence in your sound. And here's something few people talk about: owning an amplifier like this changes how you feel about your system. You don't just turn it on, you arrive. You don't hope for impact, you expect it. That's not luxury. That's performance that responds to intention. Power that feels controlled, not timid dynamics that carry weight and clarity, confidence in every speaker you drive, presence that fills the room, intentional sound that matches what your eyes see. It isn't the cheapest amplifier out there, it will make weaker systems feel lackluster. At a certain point you stop circling comparisons and choose what your instinct already picked. Check the price and what's available. If your gut is leaning in, trust it. Don't let this be the upgrade you look back on and wish you made sooner.